What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Awesome Nerd Show. Today we're looking at the new NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon versions of Tokka and Razar. So, of course, we've already done both of these figures in the live-action version, of course, coming out from Secret of the Ooze, but now they have released the versions from the cartoon series where they appeared in the one episode. So these look really cool. Of course, I love Secret of the Ooze, so getting characters from that I know very well are really cool. So we have Tokka here, so the snapping turtle, and Razar, the wolf, which is pretty cool and look very similar to how they did in their movie form. So of course do a comparison of both those figures, but they just look cool with that animated styles, and then they just come with like a bunch of food and stuff for how the turtles trapped them and everything. So it just looks very awesome, of course, with the pictures there from the animated cartoon there at the bottom. And if we go around to the back, we can see them. They're sort of posed up with the food and everything, and we can more characters down there at the bottom. But we were able to pick this up during the Target haulathon, so we were lucky to be able to find this and get it ordered, I believe it was, and it shipped pretty fast and everything. So very awesome looking pack that I'm excited to check out. So let me get them out of the box and we'll take a look at them together. So we're going to start off with Tokka first. So Tokka is a mutant alligator snapping turtle, and we see both Tokka and Razar appear in one episode in Season 7, Episode 11, Dirk Savage Mutant Hunter, and they are mutants created by Shredder after unleashing mutagen at a zoo. So that's how they get created in the cartoon, but of course we know they first appeared in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, which I absolutely love. So we've seen them in the live action version, so then they took and made them into toys and for the cartoon and everything, which I believe toy-wise from the old toys, that Tokka was made off the Slash body, so they just took Slash and sort of modified it and everything into Tokka. But overall, he looks pretty cool. You know, it does look relatively similar to the movie version. So it has, of course, the big beak on the end of it with the teeth and stuff, the big mean eyes with the eyebrows and stuff there. So that looks pretty cool. Then, of course, it is a turtle, so it's got the turtle-like design and everything. But this one is a light green, like a yellow green, sort of yellowish green color. I don't know how to explain it, but it's more yellow than green, but it still has some green tint to it. And then we have the shell, so we have the shell in front with spots on it, very similar to like the movie versions, and then the shell on the back, where of course this one doesn't have all the spikes and stuff like the movie version does. Still has spikes, but not nearly as much, so I like this a lot more. Has a belt around its waist with a foot logo on it there, so pretty cool. And then we have skull and crossbones, and then like some ninja stars and stuff. And then going down legs, we do have some knee pads there with the spikes on it, so very similar to Slash. And then he just has some bands wrapped around his elbows and wrist and everything, and he's got the two pointy toes there in the front and stuff. So pretty nice looking figure overall. But of course, when I bring everything in here, you'll be surprised like how small it is, because I am. So it is like the size of Slash, so it's like the size of a normal Ninja Turtle and everything. So pretty small, especially compared to like the movie figures and everything. But for the movements, we get the head that can twist all the way around there. So it twists around there. They can look up that far and down that far. So pretty good movements there in the neck. And then we do have the mouth that opens as well. So you can open the mouth there to have like the tongue and teeth show and everything. So that's pretty cool. But then we go to the shoulders that can come up about 90 degrees, a little bit under because of like the shoulder pad here. And then of course can rotate around in there. We get a bicep twist, the double elbow joint that can bend up that far at least, so not too bad, about 90 degrees. And then the wrist can twist around, of course, and flex back and forth. Now I'm sure he has like a crunch in here. You can sort of see if you look back in here a separation, so I assume there is some sort of crunch in there. And usually with the turtles there's a little bit of movement back and forth, but I don't know with his shell or if it's more made differently or what. But there's not much movements. Like maybe you can twist the legs around a little bit. I don't know if it's just too stiff or something, but there's barely any movements up in there. So you can see the joints, but for some reason I can't get it to move. But then we have the hips. The hips can come up there, especially as they twist out to the side, mostly because of the shell shape. Can go out to the side there, pretty close to 90 degrees out to the side, you know, not too far from doing the splits. A little bit of a thigh twist in there. A double knee joint that can bend up that far to the back, so can't kick its shell, unfortunately. And then we get the foot that rocks back and forth and can twist side to side. So overall, not too bad. You know, you're pretty standard NECA, so just missing some movements in like the abdomen and stuff, but it's a turtle with hard shell, so you're not really going to get that much movements anyways, but looks pretty good overall there. Now, the only direct accessories for him is he comes with a set of additional hands with more open hands, them open claw hands, whatever you want to call it, instead of the grip hands, because this does come with some accessories, but it can go for either one, so we'll show those later once we get through both of them. So there we have Tokka, like I said, from the cartoon, but we can bring in Tokka from the movie. So here is our movie version. So as I said, much different height between the two figures. So Tokka definitely looks like a big giant monster here with this one. Of course, all the movie figures are pretty like bigger height and everything, but big old monster here. But you can see a lot of like similarities in designs and stuff between them with all the spots on them. Of course, the spiky shell, but of course the movie one has much more. Still has the big beak and everything and jaws and stuff there in the front. So like I said, a lot of similarities between the two, but not exactly the same, of course. And I do like the height difference because I like that the cartoon's much more like off in an original body like the toy was, and scaled much more to the turtles and everything. So very nice there for that. So there is Tokka looking pretty awesome. So we'll go ahead and set him aside and look at Rahzar. And next up we have Razar, or Razar, whatever you want to call it. I know, of course, when I did the video with the movie versions, I said the wrong name just because I've been saying it incorrect since I was a kid. So hopefully I'm saying it correct this time. But he looks, very similar, like overall, like especially when we bring him in, does look, pretty similar overall, but just looks much more cartoony to me than Tokka did. Like, I don't know why, it just looks very much more cartoony, probably the face and stuff. Like, every time I look at this, I think of Beast from Beauty and the Beast. So I don't know why exactly, just besides being a brown, furry, like, sort of creature. But overall, I still do like it. I really like the look of this. Again, it's more of that cartoony version, so much brighter colors and everything. So of course we have the face there. He is a mutant gray wolf, so he has more wolf design, not gray. He's all brown, but I don't know why it's called a gray wolf, but it looks pretty cool. He has the wolf face, so has the nose and the snout and everything, has the teeth sticking out again with the mouth shown in there. Of course, gray around the eyes, so there's some gray around the eyes, and has the like fluff there up on his head and the wolf ears, so it's pretty cool. And then he's just furry all over, so nice fur design just all over, of course, with that animated cell shading stuff. So we have the darker brown on the back and lighter brown on the front, and then his armor piece. So again, we'll see very similarities between all these. So it has like the rubber piece up on his shoulders with some like something gold or something holding it on there, some spike padding there on his forearms, and he has some like shackles with chains hanging off on both of his hands, but like I said, the little paddings with the spikes there. He has the front of the vehicle, like the grill piece of the old time vehicle there on his chest with some blue like holding it on. I think it's cool. It's like a shirt or something. Then some green underwear, so it looks pretty funny there. That underwear piece, some more of the rubber padding with the spikes on the front of it, same sort of knee pads as up on the shoulders there, and then he just has his feet with the big white claws there in the front. So just a very nice looking figure, but like I said, just to me doesn't look as much like the movie version, like just looks overall compared to like what Tokka was. So for his movements, we get the head that can twist all the way around there. Yeah, I can force it to go all the way around. And he can look down just about that far because his chin's hitting the front there, and then can look up about that far. So not too much movement, but not bad overall. Of course, we do have the mouth that open and close, much like Tokka. The shoulders come up a little bit, but yeah, surprised it doesn't go too far. Like these shoulder pieces do move, but you can still only go so far. So maybe about 45 degrees there. Of course, can rotate around. We get a bicep twist, the double elbow joint that can bend up at least that far, so about 90 degrees again, and then of course the wrist twist around and flex back and forth. Now for him, we do have an ab crunch in the middle, so right in the midsection here, so crunch forward and crunch back, so good crunching there, and twist around side to side. The hips can come up to about 90 there, out to the side that far, thigh twist up in there, a double knee joint that can bend up that far to the back, and then the foot flexes back and forth and can twist side to side. So Razar has really good movements, no real issues, except for the shoulder. That's the only part that's really causing any issues, so that's pretty good overall. Now for his accessories, just like Tokka, he only comes with some additional hands, some more open like claw hands there is really all it comes with. But of course we can also compare him to the movie version, so here is that movie version there. So you can see the height is much more similar. The new one's still shorter, but still has the more height, so you can see they're not far off. Of course, we do have this one a little bit crouched down as well. Face isn't nearly as ridiculous. Like on this one, the face is just so ridiculous. It's just so creepy looking. So I definitely like the face design just overall on the animated one, but you can also, like I said, see a lot of the similarities with the outfit designs and stuff between the two figures. So I like how they tried to take as much as they could from the movie versions and incorporate it into the new cartoon one. So not a bad comparison there for either one of them. But here we have Tokka and Razar together, so there you can see the height differences between the two, just how short Tokka is compared to Razar. And of course we can go ahead and bring in a turtle as well, so we'll do our Donatello, but with the new animated style. And you can see he's a little bit shorter than Tokka there, so like I said, about the same height as the turtle, so that's pretty nice. But I like how Razar is much taller and everything, especially be a much bigger opponent and everything for the turtles to fight, so that is pretty cool. And as I mentioned, their accessories can be kind of shared between any of them. So first off, the one thing we get is a mutant control device. So this little device, I assume Dirk Savage uses or something, that if it puts a like band on him, he can then control the different mutants. So a nice little just contraption piece here with all sorts of buttons and stuff, so you can give it to them, give it to a turtle or something, just whatever you want to do with it, just this nice device. And then for both of them, they come with a lot of food, since like in the movie they're always hungry and trying to eat all sorts of stuff, and I believe it fits pretty similar in the cartoon, that they get sort of trapped by eating. So first off, we get this little platter here full of meat, so it looks like we have a turkey and then like a salami, some potatoes, carrots and stuff just all around here. So pretty nice fun. It's just a little cartoony design and stuff, but pretty fun. It includes that, and then we also get some other piece, so maybe like a turkey leg here, so it has sort of similar design to the turkey, so maybe like they just ripped the leg off, it's just bigger for this one. And then another piece of meat, I don't know what this would be, maybe like a lamb chop or something, I don't know, it looks like the leg of something, but then you can give that to them to eat, as well as a fish. So a nice little fish. I like how they even got the little X size and stuff, but pretty fun little fish. So nice full fish design, but pretty fun that. And like I said, with the additional additional hands and stuff, you can get all this stuff in their hands so they can be chomping down and everything. So that would probably be pretty fun. Well, that's going to be it for our NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Target exclusive Tokka and Razar animated series 2-pack. And I like both of these figures a lot. I just like the way they look and everything. And of course, bringing in the characters from the movie that I like a lot is pretty cool. And then I just like their looks with the bright animated style colors and stuff and the changes they made to them. I just really like these figures a lot. So this is a really cool 2-pack. But let me know what you thought of them down in the comments. And if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a thumbs up. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there. And I'll see you in our next review.